My beloved child, listen with all your heart. There is a truth slipping through your fingers, vanishing fast, and if you don't seize it now, it will be lost forever. Still your racing heart and open your eyes wide, because beneath the calm of this moment lies a brewing storm, angry, fierce, and ready to shatter everything you know. I come to you in urgency, for time is running out like water slipping through a cracked vessel, and if you do not awaken fully right now, you risk losing every sacred blessing and destiny that heaven has carved just for you. Hear this warning. It is a heavy secret wrapped in sorrow, a prophecy spoken only in whispers on the wind, one few dare to acknowledge. You stand trapped in the center of a web spun by unseen hands, caught in shadows where enemies move silently. The spider is closing in. A dark conspiracy creeps behind your back, plotting in silence, ready to tear down the walls of your world. And it will be done by the very hands you once trusted, the faces you called friends. There is a man, one cloaked in power and wealth, a man you believe you know, but whose true face remains hidden from your sight. To the world, he glides effortlessly, wearing a mask of charm and grace, his words smooth as silk, his smile polished to perfection. But look deeper, my child. Behind those eyes beats a heart poisoned by greed, envy, and betrayal. He was placed as your guardian, your protector, your shield in the darkest storms. But mark this, he made a choice so dark, so treacherous, that even I, a messenger of the Most High, was brought to tears when I witnessed his betrayal. He turned his back on you. Yes, he betrayed the very soul heaven entrusted to him. This is no ordinary treachery, it is a brutal exchange of your sacred destiny for lies and power. The man you once believed would stand with you has sold you out in shadowed rooms, sealed away in whispered deals and secret pacts. The pain of this betrayal cuts deep, but now you must wake. The hour of reckoning is at hand. Your story is about to be rewritten, but only if you rise before the darkness claims you. He sold you out. Yes, he literally traded your life. You, the bearer of heaven's promise, the one stamped with divine purpose, for filthy power forged in lies. In behind closed doors meetings, they dangled a seat at their table. Silence her. Erase her. Obliterate the prophecy etched on her soul. And he nodded. He signed the contract while you slept, oblivious to the betrayal unfolding in secret. Now the final blow of their dark plan hurtles toward you. I speak to you now because he's already paid his price, bribed the very officers sworn to protect you. But they lack vision. They cannot see the heavenly mark blazing on your spirit. That man, your guardian, your sworn defender, has stabbed you in the back. He whispered venomous lies. He forged false reports. He branded you dangerous, unstable, convincing them that tossing you out of your home was an act of mercy. Don't let his disguise fool you. His protection was never about safety, it was about your erasure. He trembles at the thought of your truth exposing him. He fears the day the world remembers you as the child he once knelt before, pledging loyalty to your divine calling. He fears the light he saw in you, and the unstoppable power you carry, the power that could dismantle every lie he's built his empire on. You're not alone in this betrayal. He didn't act in isolation. He gathered a council of the corrupt, lawyers, politicians, businessmen, even some spiritual leaders, cloaked in respectability but dripping with treachery. They spit your name with venom because you're a threat, a living prophecy that no amount of gold, no bribery, no intimidation can silence. They quake at the force you'll unleash when you claim your destiny. But you, my beloved, must wake up right now. Rise before they drag you from the life heaven lovingly crafted for you. I've seen their eviction notices. I've read their removal orders. They'll showcase their justice in broad daylight, painting you as broken, mad, unworthy. But this is no justice. It's a betrayal disguised as law, a venom brewed from envy and fear. You were never meant to be their captive. You were chosen to be heaven's voice in this generation, to roar truth with unshakable courage and grace. How can you raise your voice if they silence you? How will the world hear the prophecy engraved on your soul if they wipe you from existence before your story begins? Awake now, beloved child, and plant your feet on rock-solid faith. Your destiny towers above the shadows that claw at your heels. The fire in your soul cannot be extinguished. It will incinerate every lie and usher in the dawn of your true purpose. Listen carefully. Right now, eyes are watching you, hidden cameras, planted microphones, even neighbors bribed to spy on your comings and goings. They're mapping every ally, every visitor, every sign of belief. Yet you remain oblivious to the storm amassing at your doorstep. What terrifies them is not your past, it's your awakening. They know that once you remember who you truly are, once you seize the power written into your soul, nothing, no slander, no weapons, no betrayal, can stop you. That so-called guardian thought dark contracts could erase your destiny. But heaven's fire seals your path. No earthly authority can rewrite what God has ordained. Now is the time to rise with razor-sharp wisdom. Consider this your final warning. Stand up before they come knocking. And when they do, they won't come with courtesy. They'll try to drag you into the streets, smear your name, and put on a show of lawful removal. But remember this, you are the living truth they seek to bury, and no falsehood can withstand your light. You were born for more than mere survival. You carry a legacy of warriors, anointed voices that shake the earth. That man feared your power, which is why he schemed to silence you, to keep you small. But the seal on your destiny is broken. Heaven has spoken, and soon the world will know. Stand tall, warrior. Ignite your courage. Embrace your authority. The storm they unleashed will sow their own ruin, and their traps will snap shut on themselves. When the dust settles, you will emerge victorious, crowned with the destiny no one can steal. Your story is far from over, it's only just beginning. Remember, the God who holds the cosmos holds you, and no force on earth can thwart his plan. Rise up, claim your truth, and let heaven's justice roar through your life. Prepare yourself now. Speak only truth, loud and clear. Fear no noise, no lies, no clamor from the crowds. Behind every shout, behind every false accusation, there is a quiet whisper, the voice of God, mighty enough to shake mountains and silence storms. When the moment arrives, stand firm in unwavering faith. Do not lash out with anger, instead, respond with authority rooted in divine power. They plotted your downfall, but they never held the pen to write your final chapter. The God who breathed life into you from the very beginning will rise fiercely to defend you. The betrayer will be unmasked. The shadows funding your removal will be dragged into the light. Every schemer who conspired against you will find their own traps snapping shut around their necks. The chains they forged to bind you will instead become their own prison. But before the storm crashes in full force, my beloved child, I ask something hard, something heavy but essential. Forgive, not for their sake, but for yours. Holding onto bitterness is like tying stones to your feet while racing toward a destiny far greater than any wound they've inflicted. The weight of resentment will slow your steps and cloud your vision. Your path is too sacred, too vital to be darkened by anger and pain. I fight beside you, Heaven sends legions of angels to guard your every step. But your heart must be pure. Your spirit must be free. You cannot wage this spiritual battle shackled by the hurts of the flesh. So forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve freedom and peace. Remember this truth: divine justice is absolute. Every lie whispered in dark corners will echo thunderously in heaven's courts. Every forged signature, every hidden scheme, will be consumed by holy fire. When they spin their twisted stories to deceive the world, know this: I will stand as your voice. I will proclaim your innocence, reveal your true glory, and lift your name high in both heaven and earth. You will not be broken. You will rise, stronger, brighter, unstoppable. You will speak again with the authority granted by the one who sent you here. They believed they could close your story, but they forgot who holds the pen and the power to rewrite destiny. I stand unwavering by your side. I walk ahead to clear your path, guard your back, and soar above to shield you from every attack. You are never alone. Even if the world turns its back on you, even if no one else believes your truth, know this: I have always believed in you. And I always will. Stand firm. Prepare your spirit. Gather every ounce of strength inside you. The battle is imminent, but the victory has already been decreed by heaven itself. If you hear this message and feel its power, type 111 to claim this divine warning and protection. The betrayal meant to bury you will instead be the fertile soil from which your truth rises, stronger, fiercer, and more unshakable than ever before. Now come closer, beloved child, and step into the firelight of truth, where shadows flee and your soul begins to awaken. Listen closely. This is not just a battle over betrayal. It is a war for your very identity, the sacred power pulsing through your veins, the purpose etched deep within your soul, and the unbreakable promise written by a hand no human can alter. You were never meant to be invisible or forgotten. From the moment you were born, the heavens shouted your name, aligning stars and shifting destinies to mark a new dawn. You were chosen to ignite a revolution, not with weapons or violence, but with wisdom, courage, and unstoppable victory. The enemy tried to keep you asleep, weaving his traps in darkness, hoping to snuff out your light before it could blaze. But he gravely underestimated the fire within you, the angels dispatched to guard your every step, and the resilience that keeps you standing, even through every storm. Here you stand, wounded, scarred, perhaps broken in places, but never defeated. You remain tall, and that terrifies the darkness more than anything. Rise now. Rise with courage. Rise with truth. Rise with fierce determination and preparation. They have not seen your full power yet. They think they have witnessed your final form. But God's masterpiece is still unfolding. The oil of anointing still flows. The Spirit is still moving. Now hear this, not with just your ears, but with the deepest part of your soul. Let this moment split the silence within you. Let it be the breath where you stop shrinking to fit inside spaces that were never built for someone like you. No more explaining your purpose to people blind to your calling. No more bending your back to make others comfortable while your spirit aches to stand tall. This is your sunrise. Speak your name with fire in your voice. Own your story. Do not apologize for being different, chosen, anointed. Do not dim your brilliance just because it unsettles those still hiding in the shadows. You were never meant to blend in. You were born to disrupt darkness. Heaven isn't gentle when it's time to shift history. It moves with fire, and so do you. The boldness inside you isn't arrogance, it's divine breath. You were handcrafted by God for a purpose hell cannot undo. You carry the roar of generations inside your chest. You are fierce because pain did not break you. You are still here because betrayal didn't stop you. Every time they tried to silence you, you burned brighter. Let them knock. Let them bring their papers and plans, thinking they'll remove you, thinking they'll erase you from your own destiny. They have no idea who stands behind you. Heaven has already drawn its sword and posted angels at your gates. What they meant to use against you will become the very thing God uses to elevate you. Their plot will serve your platform. Their lies will fuel your legacy. This isn't the end, it's the ignition, the beginning of something holy, something eternal, something unstoppable, a movement that starts in you and will not be silenced. They see your scars, but they don't know your resurrection. They see your struggle, but they don't recognize your crown. So rise, not tomorrow, not later, now. Rise in your truth, rise in your identity, rise in the power of every battle you've survived. Speak, shout if you must, write your name into the light. Say it without fear, say it without apology. You don't need permission to exist. You don't need approval to shine. And if these words lit a fire inside you, do not stay silent. Declare it, claim it, let heaven hear you and hell tremble. Type 111 below if your spirit knows this truth was always for you. Type, I claim this truth, and I rise to declare my breakthrough, in the comments. Like this message to seal it in the heavens. Every like is a spiritual agreement. Every comment is a declaration of war against the lies that tried to silence you. Share this with someone who needs to hear they're not forgotten. Subscribe so you never miss what heaven is saying next. And if this message moved you deeply, support this mission with a super thanks of up to $20, because your breakthrough deserves to echo across the earth.